Hello, students. Are we ready for the next problem? All right, let's read it. And it says, in 2000, Joaquin purchased a new car for $25,000. In 2005, the price decreases to $18,000. What is the rate of change in dollars per year in the value of the car? So let's see if we understand the question here. They're asking me to find by how much did the price of the car go down every year? Because obviously, if you notice, the price for the car when it was new, that's when it was new, it was $25,000. Then a couple of years goes by, and then what happened to the value of the car? It's not $25,000 anymore. Now the price is $18,000. That's how much they believe the car is worth it after 5 years. Is that right? So what we need to do first is we can figure it out how much was the difference of the value of the car from 2000 to 2005. Is that right? Because we know that it went from $25,000 to $18,000. But that's how much money it went down in how many years? In 5 years, exactly. So I want to know how much was the decrease of the price of the car, right? The value of the car, each one of the years. So what I want to do is, I want to think about this like a table. So let's do a table first. So now we need to decide how can I write the information that was given to me on this table. Is that right? So I do know that when he purchased the vehicle, which was in the year what? In the year 2000, right? He actually paid how much money for the car? $25,000. So I'm going to write down over here that in the year 2000, this is the year, he actually paid $25,000. Okay, so this is money. Is that right? So in the year, since 2000, the year 2000 represents when he first started, then we're gonna write down my X and my Y values, and the year 2000 then represents 0, because that's when he started, okay? So that's my 0 year. After that, it comes 2001, 2002, and so on. Is that right? So what do I know about the year 2005? Well, in the year 2005, they kind of evaluated the car. And it says that the price for the car at that time was $18,000. Is that right? So what number would I use for 2005? Well, think about it. Start counting. From 2000 to 2005 is actually 5 years. So 2005 will be 5 for X. So now I can think about those as my coordinates, right? Or my pairs. So 0 will be X of 1, and 25 will be Y's of 1. 5 will be X of 2, and 18,000 will be my Y's of 2. So I can use those numbers for my problem, okay? So I need to find the rate of change. And another word for rate of change, if you remember, it means slope, okay? And it also represented with a M. So I'm going to write down M equals Y's of 2 minus Y's of 1 over X of 2 minus X of 1. Now, go back and think about what the Y is. The Y is the years. Is that right? And the X is the money, right? So let's simplify my formula. Let's replace Y's of 2 with 18,000 minus Y's of 1, which is 25,000. All of that over 5 minus 0. 5 is X of 2. 0 is X of 1. Let's subtract. What's 18,000 minus 25,000? Negative 7,000. 1,000. Very good. And 5 minus 0, it's 5. And what's 7,000 divided by 5? I know there's a negative. A negative divided by a positive gives me a negative. And 7,000 divided by 5 gives me 1,400. Is that right? So what does the 1,400 represents? My negative, remember, my negative sign is coming from the problem that it says it decreases. Is that right? So the negative sign over here, it kind of matches that. So I can see that it's decreasing. So how much was the value of the car decreasing per year? 1,400 per year. Okay? Because think about this. This is how much the price of the car decreased for how many years? For 5 years. Very good. But I don't want to know for 5 years. I want to know how much was the devaluation of the car in only 1 year. So the answer is 1,400. And if you go back to the table and you say, how do I go from 25 to 18,000? Well, you take away 7,000. Is that right? And from 0 to 5, it's like you adding a 5. So right there, I can see the change of the y over the change of the x. It's negative 7,000 over 5, which is exactly the same thing that I see right here. Is that right? The reason why I say negative is because the 25, to go from 25,000 to 18,000, I'm actually subtracting. So to represent subtracting, I put the negative sign. Is that right? Okay, very good. So my answer for this should be letter C.